What's up, BoobTube? Josh here today, and today we're going to be working on the SCOTTY. So finally have acquired enough stuff to where I can actually start working on it. Yeah, so today I'm going to work on building the intercooler bracket that's going to hold it under the front valence, hood support, whatever you want to call it. So let me go ahead and get you turned around here, and I'll walk you through what I've already done so far. Alright, so far I have kind of sketched what I needed to know for the intercooler. This is how I think I'm going to mount it. The way I'm going to build the support, I can flip it either way depending on how my plumbing ends up needing to come out for the inlet and outlet of the intercooler. But I know I need 4 inch. I'd prefer 4 inches, but I don't think the bottom of the intercooler will clear, so I'm going to try 3.5 with the hood latch, and it should clear the hood latch. Now that I'm thinking about it, yeah, it should. It should be okay with how I have it designed. And then, so I need to make sure I got 19.5 inches between the two top bolt points, and did some scribbling math, blah, blah, blah. Should have 4 inches left of my 36 inch. I think this is 1.5 by 36 inch. Yeah. No, it's 2 inch. It's 1/8 inch steel, mild steel, blah, blah. So I'm going to practice with my welding. I don't think I'm going to TIG it today since I got a brand new TIG, but I am still waiting on the materials to weld with. I don't have any of the rods or tungsten or anything like that. I just have the actual machine. So I have cut it up into the lengths that I think that I need to build the mount. And I could bend these, but I'd rather work on my welding skills. So I'm going to cut them and weld it together, and then go from there. So let me get this stuff cut out, and when I come back, I'll set up and weld some of the pieces together. Actually, let me show you what it's going to look like. So my thought process is, once it's all welded together, it's going to be kind of like that, and it's going to bolt here, 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 and here, and it should clear everything that I need it to clear. And if it doesn't clear the hood prop, I can cut it there, and it should be fine. But I'm trying to leave that middle piece in there so that it stays nice and strong and it doesn't move around a whole bunch. But anyways, let me get set up to cut and go ahead and get started from there. Alright, got all the pieces cut up, and the way I cut them, they're not actually all quite the same height. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stagger them, so one side it'll be stacked like this, and the other side it'll actually be on the edge, because I didn't take into account the width of the blade or the saw, but that's not going to affect it much. It's going to have some flex in it anyways, but that should make it pretty much even. So now I'm ready to prep my ends, and I'm actually, before I weld anything, I'm going to mark where I plan to have my holes in the actual main plate, because I don't know if I'm going to be able to get a drill down next to it once I get it welded on the side. So I'm going to drill a hole on either end, 19.5 inches apart, and then when I come back, I'll be set up to weld this bad boy up, and then we'll go and test fit it, drill some holes in the hood support, and figure out where exactly it lines up. Alright, be back in a sec. Alright, so there's my bracket, all welded up. Of course, the welds will not be internet approved, but they'll hold the thing together. It's not gonna come apart or anything like that. So let's go see how it fits in the truck, see if it clears the Oh, hood latch like I want. Oh yeah, it clears it with plenty of room, so that's good. Hopefully I can, yeah, I should be able to open the hood fine. So now I have to test fit, bolt the intercooler to it and see if the whole thing fits in there before I center it and figure out where exactly it goes. So let me get the intercooler out and bolt this to it and see how it goes. All right, give me a sec. All right, boys and girls, boob tube, and this is why you always measure twice and cut once. I had to slot my holes. I measured outside to outside and it was 19.5 inches. Well, somehow my math didn't get transferred to my long piece correctly. I measured 19.5, but somehow it didn't line up. Anyways, embiggened my holes, and now we're going to throw this onto the intercooler, which these are M8s by 1.5s, I believe is what this is, or M6 by 1.5. Anyways, doesn't really matter. I'm going to go ahead and throw these on, and then next time you see me, we'll be over there with it test fitting in the truck. All right, so I test fitted it. Couldn't really do it because that intercooler is really heavy, and I can't hold it with one hand and record at the same time, so I couldn't show you guys. But it fits pretty good. I actually had to mount it upside down of how I want to mount it, because the way that the brackets and the inlet and outlet line up, you can't shimmy it in there without something getting in the way. So I mocked it up this way, and to see, just to make sure that it clears everything and it fits, and it does. So next I have to go buy a 3.5 inch hole saw so that I can make all this fit in the front end before I can build the, well, it'd be the bottom brackets here, which are going to be similar to this, but I think I will actually bend those pieces, because it's just going to come off the back of it and down, and then through the front of the truck, which I can show you. So come over here, what they're going to do, like I said, is come off the back of the intercooler this way and then down, and I'm going to put some riv nuts here, and they're going to bolt into that, and that will solid mount the intercooler. I'm going to 3D print some rubber gasket washer thingy-mabobs, since I've got some of that type of filament that's rubberized. So I'm going to print those so that it rubber mounts everywhere, so the vibrations won't really hurt it, even though the only reason you really need to do that is if you have it hard mounted to the motor, but it's not going to be, because I have a bunch of silicone connectors or elbows and so on and so forth. But anyways, that's going to be it for this video. I guess this will be part 1 of the intercooler build. So hopefully I guess I'll run by Lowe's or something later this week and pick up a 3.5 inch hole saw. That's going to be expensive, but them things are not cheap. But it's got to get done so that I can complete this setup. But I really need to get the motor in the truck so that I can see where the turbo inlet's going to end up. So maybe I can do that this weekend. I have to pull the oil pan off and weld the oil drain bung onto for the turbo into the oil pan. So that's the only reason that the motor has not been put in the truck yet, because getting the oil pan out with the motor in the truck is, I don't think you can do it. So anyways, guys, until next time, deuces.